It's Sunday morning, and having plucked her eyebrows and shaved her legs, Nur Ayu takes a walk on the wild side. She's a Waria, the Indonesian term for someone born a man but living as a woman, and she's a practicing Muslim. Elsewhere in this, the world's biggest Muslim country, Waria run the gauntlet of Islamist condemnation. But Yogyakarta is tolerant of its transgender subculture. Waria work in beauty salons, shops and as dancers, and out on the streets late at night.
Bagaimana tutup cantik?
How do you keep your makeup from running in this heat, I asked her.
We have to bring lots of powder so that when we get a bit sweaty, we can powder our noses again, pat, so that we can still be pretty and people don't feel uncomfortable around us.
Nur Ayu's a busker, dancing dangdut, folk music which blasts out of her fetching fuchsia handbag.
I've given up pretending that it's not 96 degrees in the shade here, and I'm not even dancing wearing a blue furry top. Nur Ayu and her Waria friends are just part of the Sunday market scenery. And on the island of Java, this is normal. They've been doing this for centuries because cross-dressing predates Islam here. And the Waria have just continued to do their thing in defiance of more conservative Muslim views on gender.
The laissez-faire nature of Indonesian Sunni Islam is being steadily eroded by a less forgiving strain imported from the Middle East. The imam of the mosque next to the old Sultan's palace is of a conservative school. He told me that Allah created men and Allah created women, and that while Waria were human, they were living in sin. In other words, they're not welcome here.
Muslims believe that Allah creates according to His will, but if people are not living according to the teachings of Islam, they need to be educated instead of being shunned. What the Waria are doing is against Islam. Men who are dressed as women, women who are dressed as men. This is prohibited in Islam.
Having showered and revived after her hot, sweaty morning, Nur Ayu came to take me to where she got soul food and a place to eat. Welcome to the world's first and only Madrassa, or religious boarding school, for transgender folk. Set up by Waria for Waria, so they can study and pray. Nur Ayu's changed again. Two ustads, or religious teachers, take the girls through their Quranic ABCs. More progressive Muslims are in favour of bringing Waria into the fold. But they struggle at the fringes, many forced into prostitution, with AIDS killing more than 60 in recent years. Low self-esteem's a big problem. Some engage in self-harm, including, we noticed, Nur Ayu. Years of cheap liquid silicone injections have taken their toll.
We have three programs. One program we are teaching for the inner community to teaching the Waria about knowledge in Islam, and two that we are learning for the society about how, who, and what is Waria. So they accept the open mind to accept Waria. And the three we are go to the government to release the human right of Waria, because we are human being too. Yeah.
It's 6 p.m. and Nur Ayu performs her ablutions, preparing for prayer. The Waria mostly wear women's robes. Nur Ayu's had to change again. Many Muslims the world over will be shocked by these scenes. To most, this is haram, forbidden in Islam. For Waria, this is comfort and hope.
Dan kita tidak akan mencari.
Discussion ensues. Ibu Shinta, the Madrassa director, will meet Islamic scholars this week, and they're drafting their questions. Is it really sinful to sell your body for sex? Can Waria pray in women's robes? There are two here dressed as men because they feel more comfortable praying that way. The session degenerates.
We were just teasing each other. Sometimes we pray and then we go out on the streets at night looking for men. I don't think I'm a deviant. I feel like I am on the right path. I feel that those who say that I am a deviant, they are the ones who don't understand.
Armed with free condoms distributed by the Madrassa, Effa and Yuli, both in their 50s, hit the streets. They were the two dressed as men for the prayers. Waria don't define themselves as cross-dressing men. In their heads and their hearts, they are women, and in their souls, they are Muslims. If Islam could just be more accepting, forgiving, they say, of a lifestyle that wasn't their choice to begin with, maybe they would not be condemned to this risky and sordid existence.